right, let's go. So, we have in front of us the deck that wins the award for most cards that in a single deck that I have had to actually look up and read what the hell that they do. Grant, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? So, what we have is an interesting pile. This is a Yorion deck. And we have Wishclaw Talisman, which is a card that's going to allow us to tutor for anything that we want to. Okay, the main combo, Skybind. Whenever Skybind or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you exile target non-enchantment permanent, and you return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So you see what we're doing? We're tutoring something every turn, and then playing that enchantment, and then we get it back with Skybind. This is a Fires deck, of course. And then we have a couple of All-Stars, including Demonic Pact. This card is pretty interesting. It was printed a while ago in Origins, and people were comboing it with Harmless Offering. But what we can do is not only we can tutor for the Harmless Offering, but we can also use Demonic Pact and bounce it with Yorion, so we can actually rebuy all the effects and buy some more time. We can, I think we can exile with, no, we cannot exile with the Hostage Taker, never mind. We can bounce it with the Fairy for sure. We have access to Gideon's Intervention against like combo decks and stuff. Cast out. Can we exile their own? An opponent control. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure that I know how the basic interactions work. This one's going to be interesting. I think the combo with this one is you want to get it up to 8 counters, and then you pass it to your opponent. You donate it to your opponent. So that's going to be interesting. Mirror Maiden is a copy of any artifact or enchantment on the battlefield. Alright, so we got a bunch of interesting little numbers here. We're going to see how this deck works out. We also have like a little bit of a wish board because of the Fae of Wishes that we have over here. And yeah, Tormod's Crypt, Grafdigger's Cage, Biting Needle. Containment Priest, of course, we cannot get, but we can still tutor with Wishclaw when we bring it in. Rest in Peace, Lavinia. Disputes, Storm's Wrath. 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. This is the sweeper of choice. Possibility Storm is actually a combo with the Fairy. If you're in a situation where you can you have a Teferi in play and you get to Possibility Storm, then your opponent is locked out of casting spells, which is hilarious. And then Chandra that we can go get with the Fae and the Immortal Sun. So both of these are going to be interesting. No idea. No idea what to expect from this, so bear with me. The Fairy, Hostage Taker, Skybind. That sounds tasty. Don't forget the major awesomeness is you're inflicting like 5 enchantments in end step, and you can actually exile opponent's lands until their end step. That is awesome. That is so sick. I love it. Mana is awkward. Hand is awkward. Keep, of course. Chain to the rocks without any mountains. Love to see it. Are we playing Field? No, because Field... Isn't Field banned in Pioneer? I don't even know what's banned in this format anymore. Who brought up this beauty? I have no idea. This was a dono list by Stabs. Okay. So we're probably going to be cycling this Shark Typhoon. The thing is that if we cycle Typhoon, we have no ways to get it back, right? Okay, so we're playing against the combo deck. Land. Easy. This is flash, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. So just play this. That's it. Okay. Maybe I should have shipped this hand. It's very, very likely I should have shipped this hand. We could have also sacked the Omen there. I don't know if that would have been better. It's possible. So I suspect they're gonna go off here. Oh, dig. That's right, this card is legal in the format. How insane is that you can cast dig through time here? Many at least 2 lands to go off. Good to know. Lotus Field Botanical Sanctum. That really sucks. This is any target, right? Yeah. I guess I should have scryed, huh? I'm just gonna die with a stupid Yorion in my hand now. The triple Fire's Hand, the classic. Okay, so now they're gonna be able to make a bazillion mana with Hidden Strings, right? Yeah. Okay. This also nets them mana. I have to assume that we're dead here, right? Somehow, it seems like 4 color mana base in Pioneer, not free. Seems like, you know, you're probably just dead here unless they get unlucky. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with the deck, so it looks like it's the same shell that the other deck had, like the Breach deck had, right? But I don't know what their win con is and that kind of stuff. Do they still win with Thassa's Oracle? Or how are they winning nowadays? And how do they mill themselves if they win with Thassa's Oracle? Might have been a greedy keep. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot worse against creature decks. Like if we just got unlucky that we got paired against the combo deck, so like all of these cards just literally don't do anything at all, right? But like we're 1 red mana or white mana or anything from just like being able to clean the board, etc. So Omni and Enter the Infinite plus Fae of Wishes. Okay. This deck needs a Titan. Yeah, I already wasted too much of my time today against the person that made me play through everything, so... Lavinia? Sounds really good, actually. Also, we have so much removal that we want to cut. Do they have a silly transformational plan where they like, ah ha ha, gotcha? Storm's Wrath, I guess? Well, I guess that Containment Priest clocks them at least, right? Oh, rest in peace. Seems better. Yeah, this card seems really... This matchup seems really bad. Like, we still have this Chain to the Rocks that I wish were literally anything else. But, like, what am I gonna bring in? Like, a Wrath instead? I don't think we're ever supposed to win this matchup in a million years. Cool. Found lands. Is that true? If I go get a Morigo, that's it. I think what they do is they cast a Fae of Wishes, shifting Ceratops. So I guess they do have a... They do have a transformational cyber plan. That's cute. That doesn't seem very good though. But we can kill that thing so many ways. Alright, got me. Got me. So should we just slam this Pact? I think so, right? We just YOLO. When I'm bringing Ceratops in versus Fire Stacks. Yeah, maybe my opponent is just playing around at Mordigo, but like... I don't think that this is gonna beat me, right? Okay, so they're gonna have a bazillion mana next turn. The question is, do we want to draw or do we want to make them discard? I think we want to draw. These cards are so bad. So bad. Why did I just get immature content pop up? Because if I want to curse, I don't want anybody to tell me that I shouldn't. It happens sometimes. We're probably just dead here regardless. Like, I don't think that this deck is supposed to beat my opponent's deck in a million years, right? Or we have to like hard the mulligan for a Mordigo or the tutor for a Mordigo. But I don't think that we can ever beat this deck in a fair fight. Like a normal draw. Like, just our deck is not, as you can see by these cards that I have right here. This deck is not meant to... It's not meant to be playing against this style of deck. Like, we're clearly very underprepared. Stupid Watsy was supposed to ban combo? Yeah, good job, right? Yeah, I'm probably gonna pack it into this. Double dig. I think I've seen enough. Rough way to start. Really wish that we could play against a creature deck so we can really see this deck in action. We need blue mana with this hand. But if we find blue mana, we have early removal. We have ways to cantrip. I think that I would keep this. Play a creature. I dare you, opponent. I double dare you to play a creature. Do it, you coward. Alright, Shadow Spear. That's a good sign for us, because this card needs creatures to do anything, so... That's not a good sign for us. Oh, the swings in this game. Oh, this is the artifact deck. Okay. Serpent. Brutal. Get out of here, Serpent. Alright, blue mana and we're looking real good. Blue mana and we're gonna be looking real good. Oh, that's bad. But if we find blue mana, then what we can do is we can even bounce our own Chain to Rocks in the think ups. Blue mana. Easy. We can bounce our own Chain to the Rocks. Sounds pretty legit. Sure. I mean, if this is their turn, probably gonna be okay. It says -8. Okay. Untapped land would be sick. If we don't find untapped land, we don't. So I'm just gonna main phase this omen here. We can still Chain to the Rocks this dude. That's a land. So bottom, whoops. Bottom U, top U. Play land. Chain to the Rocks. We're probably gonna be able to literally answer every single threat that my opponent plays, right? So we have to watch out for stubborn denial kind of cards though. For Serpent. Okay. So I guess we just cast Demonic Pact here. Sphere of Safety. I think I actually like Sphere of Safety. They ultimated? So they have to have a second one. Or maybe they're going for Galblast kill. No, it's not Galvanic Blast. What is it? Shrapnel Blast is the one. Yeah, they have a second one. That explains it. One, two, three, four. You can't attack opponent. You can't attack. Yeah, I think I'm gonna eat away the Sharpener Blasts. And then we can use Demonic Pact to kill this thingy. Yeah, I think we do that. We do it now. Shrapnel Blast. Take a peek. See their deck. Alright. Okay, so they have Lightning Strike and 3 Lightning Strike, 3 White Slash. That's all they got. And now Wrath. I think I'm just gonna play Demonic Pact. We're gonna be taking 6 this turn. By Orion, yeah, of course. So now we can deal 4 to this. Yeah, they have no ways of answering anything, really. They have no answers to enchantments. And they have no bounce spells either, so we should be good here. I think I'm just gonna make them discard 2, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make them discard 2. Maybe I actually want to be careful about my life total. I think I'm going to miss the value. What's their hand? So they have a Gingerbread, Lightning Strike, and a Skill Animator. So they're probably going to keep the Lightning Strike. And then we just Wrath their stuff. Yeah, I think I'm just going to deal 4. No Stubborn Nail, no anything like that. So everything that we play is just gonna resolve. So that's cool. This deck looks cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, this deck looks cool. Okay, so what can we do here? Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can exile that. I guess I'm just gonna Verdict here. Just pass the turn. Opponent has seen enough. Alright. Alright, creature decks. Do we even have to sideboard against creature decks? I don't think so. Let's go. Cast Serpent into Flicker, cast Science is sick. Well, I was waiting to get more value from the Demonic Pact because before I go for that line, but we could basically have done anything. Yeah, I do have another Wrath, but I think it's better for me to keep it in the Wish board. Because this is also an answer for walkers too. This is also basically a wrath, right? Trinity Wrath with some cast out and omens in between into it. Does this go on the stack? Actually, multiple questions. Does this go on the stack and does this count as damage? Mana Confluence does not count as damage? Okay. Because City of Brass does. That's what is weird. City of Brass does count as damage. That's why Ad Nauseam plays City of Brass and not Mana Confluence. Because the ping from that thing actually from the City of Brass actually does go on the stack. Just with haste. Why don't you guys have haste? What's your problem? Am I supposed to cycle this cast out? I think so, right? They're down to one card too, so I have to assume that they have a sweeper of some sort. They have a counterspell of some sort, I mean. I don't want to jam 9 lives just yet. I think we're going to take this turn to Omen of the Sun. So if we draw Wrath of God, Supreme Verdict, we win. Verdict. Wrath. We can Clarion and kill both of these, and we take 5. I really want to not let them draw cards. Next turn we can 9 lives. Because now they have only a single threat. We're fine. We have 9 lives. Last is okay. We can Wishclaw for Tef. These are bad draws. Jeez, these are such bad draws. Yeah, I think am I playing around? Am I playing around counter spells? I don't think so. The issue is that if they do have the counter spell, then we're super screwed actually. So I think I'm gonna wish for Tef here. Allows me to draw a card, and I can just minus on this, so it's just the same thing. Except if it gets countered, I don't care that much. Oh my god, we're just never drawing business ever, huh? The flood is real. Hostage taker lets you start the cycle? What do you mean? They go face, so they let the fairy live. So we get to do whatever we want here. Hello there. So we plus here. We definitely fires. And what's the deal? We fires, we Wishclaw for Skybind. Is that the line? Yeah, right? We just Wishclaw for Skybind. Skybind blinks the Wishclaw, we get it back. Yeah. Skybind sounds, it just sounds better than Hostage Taker. Yeah, so as expected, the creature decks get owned by this pile. Doesn't surprise too much. And the combo decks we just can never beat. This is fun though. It's pretty memey and it's super mopey, but like clearly it's powerful. Like we did some impressive stuff there. Is it a fun pile? Is it hasn't even gotten crazy yet? Is it gonna get funner? Cause I'm in for that. You know me. You know me. I'm all about fun. I am all about fun. All right, man. Amazing the monkey. What you got for us? Sure. So we got game against the aggro decks, and we kind of got game against, I don't know, like the Planeswalker deck or something. Turn 1 Triumph is basically the nuts, right? So we need to draw one more land, and then we just have to never draw a land ever again. We're gonna be fine. Easy, right? Easy game, easy life. Turn 1 Triumph, so busted. Dope. Alright, what are you on, opponent? What is more problematic? Karn is definitely more problematic, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think Karn is more problematic than Vivian. Like anything, like Vivian needs stuff in play or a shit ton of mana to be good, and we have answers to that. So they went land into Haven. Damn, these placeholders just have so much loyalty. So much freaking loyalty. Look at this. 5 going up to 6. It's nuts. Does Vivian destroy artifacts? Oh, good point. No, it doesn't. Sweet. Yeah, I guess Spire does attack effectively, huh? What do I want? An island? No. We want a Swampo. And I think I'm gonna do double fires here, right? Yeah, because we can find the thing that puts more creatures. That creatures can't attack unless they pay 1 for each enchantment, so I want more enchantments in play. My opponent says Pog. Indeed. Alright, so there's the Nisa. Well, that's getting chained to the rocks. Brutal. So I think I want to attack the Vivian just in case. And now we can Needle Spires. Attack Nissa. Nissa or Vivian? I think it has to be Vivian, because like with the Nissa in play, now they can actually minus for something broken, so I think we are just forced into attacking the Vivian here. Also cast the 3rd fires. Yeah, I guess I might as well. This is such a bad manland. I might need to cycle this Triumph next turn. Triple boxes, my opponent. Yeah, the 3rd fire is not as good as the the first one, huh? Got a little fires flooded here. Got just a tiny bit fires flooded here. It's pretty tough. And even if we use Yorion to blink this Spyglass and reset it, it's just... It's still rough, right? Because like the Nissa is just doing damage by being in play. The deck is on fire. Yeah. What am I looking for here? Fae of Wishes would be the best thing, I guess. Because we could Fae of Wishes for this. And that's probably game, I would imagine. Fate of Wishes, let's go. Now that we know what we gotta draw, now we can luck sack what we need off the top, you know. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Yorion trick. Alright, so they're splitting their dudes into my sweeper. Clarion, now it's an okay draw, I guess. This is awful. This is awful. So we're gonna blink this, and I guess we blink the Spyglass. What can they go get? What can they go get with Karn? They have so many things that they can go get, right? The problem is that this Vivian is making it so my opponent has good attacks, which they otherwise don't really have. So I think we have to blink it. Well, we're dead now, right? So they have another Nissa. So I guess we have to name Nissa. They Hydra this dies. This is 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, now we have to draw exactly Wrath, I guess. Yeah, we have to name Nissa here. Who shakes the world? We're one natural away. Yeah, but it's getting real tough, man. It's getting real tough. It's getting real tough out here. No sé si me respondiste lo que dije sobre salvaguardar de internet. No sé qué me dijiste, Pedro. ¿Me lo repetís, porfa? They don't really have that many options here, right? They just Hydra for a bunch, fight Yorion. Yorion's dead. And they plus on the elf. I guess that they have Karn, never mind. Yeah, so they actually have options. Si tienes un side, de hecho, si tienes pensado hacer alguna... Hay uno en el Discord en este momento, Pedro. Sos sub, así que deberías tener acceso. Yeah, so next turn we're probably going to have to cycle this Triumph, and we're going to need some serious luck sack. It probably has to be... Well, at this point, Fate of Wishes doesn't do it anymore, right? Fae doesn't do it anymore. So we're gonna need Wrath. I guess we can do Wrath into Fae. We could do that. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just draw a Wrath and then just draw a Fae afterwards. And it needs to be Supreme Verdict, okay? Don't give me a Clarion. Deck, don't do this nonsense, okay? Yeah, just give me a Clarion, and it's gonna be it's gonna be okay. They didn't activate Karn. Ooh, actually, you know what they could have done? They could have plussed on my Spyglass and made the Hydra fight here instead of fighting the Yorion. And that would have unlocked their Nissa. Maybe that would have been a better line, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, so that's worthless draw. So now here's a Wrath, you know? Fortunately, we're going to draw the Wrath right here. Right here. Supreme Verdict. Oh, man! Wait. What does this thing do? Yeah, we're just dead though, right? This tramples. This doesn't trample, but we're at 5. Oh, man! Oh, that was so close! Man, 1 turn too late. Exactly 1 turn too late. Can we blink this somehow? With anything from the board? No, not really. No, we can't blink. How big is Hydra? It's a 6/7. 6/7 Trampler. Yeah, I don't know why my opponent didn't make it bigger. No idea. Playing around Dispute, I guess? I don't think I had 3 mana anyway, because otherwise I would have cycled, so... Yeah, I think we're just dead, right? Chandra has 6 starting counters, yes. But you can only -3, right? Oh, you say the -X. Yeah, the -X doesn't do it. And if we went for the -X, then we would die to the Llanowar Elves, which is a 5/5, so... Yeah, we're just dead here. One turn too late. Yeah, that would have counted. That would have been good enough on the previous turn. Okay. Do we even count anything? Do we sideboard anything, I mean? Nah. I don't like the Unmoored Ego, but whatever. No survival? No. There's no way to survive. Bring a Needle in the Sun. I want to have access to it through Wish. You see? Easy. Right? If I know that I'm gonna be drawing the Fae, I'd much rather have it in my hand. Good lucky this time. Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with you, but yeah, you might be right. Maybe Needle is just better in my deck. I don't know which cards I would cut though. Also, this might have been a mistake to play on the first turn. I should have led with this. Because now if I draw a mountain, I should be able to change something, to change an elf to the rocks, and now I can't. Yep. Yeah, this was a mistake. If I draw a mountain here, punished. Super punished. Alright. Let's see what they do here. Super punished though. It was a very, very minor sequencing thing, but I could have done it very, very easily. And I just didn't do it like an idiot, but... probably gonna be in the Llanowar Elf, right? Yeah. If they've been the elf, they should also be in the mystic. Yeah. Okay. Super punished. Imagine if my opponent had only been able to play a Burning Tree that turn instead of develop their mana like this. We would be able to just like the fairy, bounce the elf again. We sucked at fairy, but that's fine, you know. Mistakes were made. Okay, so we can Teferi minus on the elf, or we can chain to the rocks the elf plus play the Wishclaw, which I think it's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I think that chain plus talisman is better, and I definitely want to go after their mana. So now if we want next turn, we can Wishclaw for their sweeper. For the Deafening Clarion, that is. Okay, so that was their turn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Clarion here. So this cleans the board. Next turn we can Teferi minus. So even if they have Vivian, there's nothing they can really do. Karn would be really annoying though, because Karn stops my engine, right? No, this is game 2. Would I keep Wishclaw in the post board against the Karn deck? Yes. I mean, it's your engine, right? That's like, yeah, I don't know. It is how the deck is supposed to function, so I don't know how you can really mess with it, you know? If you can realistically remove copies. Okay, so even if after you use the third counter, like if my opponent uses it and gives it back to me, I should activate it and then I can Teferi bounce. So that's nice. Also, Shark Typhoon is kind of sick here, because it's gonna allow me to clock walkers, which I would otherwise really struggle to find. Yeah, so this is probably good for us. They definitely went and got Nykthos there. So we can do Wish for fires. Oh, that's funny. They just keep it themselves and they can't use it for anything. That's really cool. So now we fires. And now I guess with the fairy minus here, right? So now the board is clear. Hello. Now if we want, we can Fae for the Immortal Sun. Get back into Penny once I find a deck that doesn't consistently lose to mono red. I can't really help you on the, I don't really follow this format. Okay, so here's probably 4 mana. Karn would be bad for us. That's weird. Alright. So I guess we want this and this. You said stabs. So what are we supposed to cut? Do we want to cut 9 lives? Spooky? No, I think it's just that my opponent's deck was kind of awkward. Actually, I don't think I mind Ego that much because they have Karn, which we actually do care a lot about. Okay, so we added this card, so now what are we supposed to do? Guess we have Gideon's Intervention, which this actually affects the board, right? No, this doesn't. Yeah, I kind of really don't like Unmortigo. And yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the 9 lives. Like, our opponent's gonna go really, really wide. Maybe I should cut the Sphere of Safety, actually. So I guess I keep this. Other super. No, I have so many sweepers already in my deck that I think that making sure that Fae can actually be a sweeper if I needed to, it probably has a higher value than just having more actual sweepers in my deck, you know? Yeah, but I don't like this cat at all, though. I think I should have cut this. I'm gonna keep this hand, but this is probably like a solid move to 6 anyway. With 2 lands, so I'm gonna see Needle. Opponent has mismatched elves. Gross. Yeah, we're really like to have drawn Chain to the Rocks or something. Chain to the Rocks allowing us to double spell on the next turn would be insane. Make them suffer for their crimes? Nah. At least they have the nice basics, so I do respect the basic choice. It's just like, vomit. Oh, there you go. So I'm gonna pass because I'm looking to draw lands here. And I'm going to try to use Omen to draw. And if we draw a land, we can Omen plus Needle on the following turn, which would be pretty good. And then if we can Wrath on 4, we're gonna be golden. Instant Speed Verdicts is very best verdicts, that's true. I'm probably not gonna be playing Teferi, however. Because I think I'm gonna be, if we find the land of the Omen, unless we find 2 lands of the Omen. If I play this Omen and we find land, untap land, and I get to keep them both on top, then I'm probably gonna play Teferi on the next turn. Opponent is sorry that their internet is lagging. Just told them no problem. If we go Verdict and then Sphere of Safety and Gideon's Enchantment to shut down Karn, we're sitting pretty... Yeah, but we do need some things to happen here, basically. It's not gonna be that easy. Unless it just whiff for whatever reason, but this deck, like turn 3 Nisas are kind of the norm when unimpeded. In fact, there's an argument for having used the Pine Needle preemptively on the previous turn. I probably don't think that's correct, because if my opponent does use Nisa here, now a Wrath actually comes attached to a Stone Rain, so that's pretty solid. And this is probably not going to be clocking me fast enough, so... But yeah, we want to see untap land into untap land. That's the nuts, basically. Brutal. So that's going to shut down our engine, which is very, very annoying. In fact, we might need to name this instead of Nisa, actually. Brutal that we found the mana confluence there. I think we're gonna need to name this instead of Nisa, because this can name the thing that makes everything cost 2 more, and we actually cannot beat that. So I think we just have to name Karn. So my opponent's gonna have access to it. Buttload of mana here. I'm gonna be taking 6-8 at the least, maybe more. The fairy bounces Karns at least. No, it doesn't. The fairy doesn't bounce planeswalkers. Only creature, enchantments, or artifacts. So we're gonna take 8 here, down to 6. Then we're gonna take 1 from this mana confluence down to 5. We have to find an untapped land. We Wrath. Next turn we Hush the Staker, their land. I think we're gonna need a fire, so we need to double spell. Stupid broken card isn't broken enough, I know. 3 mana, can't bounce 5 mana planeswalkers. It can bounce 10 mana omnisciences, for example. Is omniscience 10 mana? I think it's 10 mana. Can't remember. Yeah, it is. You got a card. Cannot activate the abilities from my Pity Needle. I would have liked better to have found the basic planes, but mana confluence, I guess, is not the worst. This deck's mana is a little bit shaky. This is the one thing that I wanna point out after the few matches that I've been playing. Ha. That's interesting. Well, Did my opponent think that I named Nissa? I think my opponent thought that I would name Nissa. I think my opponent might have thought that I was going to name Nissa on the fight Nil and they didn't read it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So that means that Nixo's gonna make a shit ton of mana next turn. Nope, that's not it. This is it. Okay. So untap land into untap land. Is this what I want? Is this what I want? I think so. So we get to Wrath here. Clear the board. Opponent makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn. Yeah, I think this is fine. We got a Wrath here. And we still have to dodge. White, white, blue. Hostage taker. Yeah, so if they plus on a land, we can hostage taker it. Can a Gideon card hit forest? No, it cannot. Unfortunate, right? Never lucky. This Vivian is hella scary. I think there are 2 mana off of casting Udomog. Jade Light. Don't find land, don't find land, don't find land. Llanowar Elves. So they're probably gonna be in that. When Wolf Willow Haven. They might be in that as well. Oh man, we cannot actually... I was thinking, wait, can we actually steal this and cast it on our side? And it's like, no, we can't actually. Brutal. Alright, Wrath, 1 time. Wrath 1 time, Chain to the Rocks. Well, that's pretty sick, actually. So white. Yeah, I actually want to hostage taker this, I think. Black, blue, hostage taker. Take this. Chain to the Rocks. Get that one. Let's go. No! They keep finding their stupid mana. Stop finding your mana, opponent. Stop finding your stupid mana. Yeah, I think we would have needed the fires. That was close enough because it did allow us to double spell, but I think that it's not going to be enough. Because now that they drew the forest... Yeah, I guess they can force the chomp here. Wait, what? Brutal. So now we are just dead, right? It would have been better, in case you were wondering why I said wait what, is because if my opponent had gone +1, if they had plus on their dude, we were at 5, so it was a forced chomp for us. So 2 damage would have, only 1 less damage would have made it through, but they would have a 5/5 forest, and their VPN would be at 7 instead of 3. But yeah, so I don't think my opponent took a good line there, but we're far behind enough that it's really tough to beat this deck when they have like turn 1 elf into turn 2 elf, and they have turn 3 Nissa into all the nonsense. We were pretty close though. In fact, right here we're super close of getting there, but Mr. Simba, thank you for the follow. I think we're dead though. Yeah, we're dead. We had a plan. But our opponent's draw was just too good. They didn't stumble a little bit. Didn't stumble even a tiny bit. Tough stuff. Do you have a day to play Esper Vile on your schedule? Usually I play Esper Vile on stream, but things have been... Basically, I've changed my schedule since I created Titan Vile, because I've been just basically working on the deck every single time. Every single day, I mean. I think that I'm gonna go back to my regular schedule starting next week, so just like... Except I'm going to be sneaking in Titan Vile in between. I have a better Vile deck. No, I do enjoy playing Esper Vile a lot. It definitely reinvigorated my love for Legacy, which was pretty gone, honestly, when Maverick became virtually unplayable with the printing of Oko. Although I guess that snow pile is kind of fun too. Silly me, Esper's and Titan colors. How do you even know, Stabs? How do you even know that Esper is not Titan colors? Maybe you're not trying hard enough. Whoops. Something happened. Don't worry about it. Opponent. We good to go now? Sweet. Oh, we're playing against Lurrus. Okay. The Zero Lander. Classic. Sure. Skip this, bottom the harmless offering. We can tutor for that whenever we need it down the line. Alright, so we're never winning this game, right? Try them. Don't have it. Okay. At least you don't have a second creature. I don't know, would have been just gross there, honestly. On the draw. Ooh, okay. Alright, so we're gonna be taking some damage here, but we can use this turn to Omen. That's good. And this is an answer to the Lurrus too, which is nice. So I think we want both of these actually. The only issue is that... Oh no, yeah, we fetch for a basic here. For a mountain. Hell yeah, yeah. So top this, I think. So now we play Swampo, F6. And next turn we can Fires plus Verdict. Use that to stabilize. G2 Lava Runner. Wizard's Lightning. Okay. Jeez. Jeez. That was disgusting. Okay, so we're just dead now. We fires Wrath opponent G2 Lava Runners attacks, then 5s us. Because we're gonna gain 2 here, and then we're gonna double chump, but my opponent is going to get 2 damage through, so we're still at 4. So there's no real reason to show them what our deck does, so I'm just going to concede. I think we win that game on the play pretty easily, actually. So none of these cards really matter? No, none of these cards really matter. Prowess is an I-0 formats, yes, so yeah. Yeah. I don't have anything to say about that, that's just a fact. What is this meme deck? It's a dono deck. Sand doesn't do shit, so we're gonna ship it. Sand's actually pretty solid. Let's go. Probably gonna bottom the swamp. No, actually we don't have any double red cards, so I'm just gonna bottom the mountain. This is with Annex, so definitely clear and just nets them creatures. Yeah, that doesn't... Yeah. Doesn't seem great. Point moves to 4. Sweet. Yeah, I think we get the tapped land out of the way on this turn. GTFO, Mr. Lava Runner. Okay. So we're just gonna seal away this Swifty. Swift CC. Like we're doing this, right? Like that is the obvious part. Now what do we do with that? Or do we just name Viashino Pyromancer? No, I want to do this right now, right? But what we can do is we can name Viashino Pyromancer. It makes their future Viashinos worse. I can also just spend this turn to attack with Shambling Bent. I think I'm actually going to do that. There's no 1 mana spell that my opponent can cast here. And we get a nice little... We get a free pump from the... Just basically tap 4 mana, gain 2 life. Next turn we can Wishclaw for the Fairy, Wishclaw for Skybind. We have many options. I mean, I'm at 17, right? So this is good. Like I don't mind this at all. We are at literal 7:15 now. Yorion doesn't combo with Wishclaw. What kind of deck is this? Stabs, come on. You own and control. Come on. Come on. Yeah, but if I go for fires... Yeah, sure. So we can just Wishclaw for fires. Or Skybind. We could. This could be the Skybind turn. I think this should be the Skybind turn, actually. And next turn we can go for fires. Yeah, I think this should be the Skybind turn. Yeah, Skybind. This is the Skybind turn, I think. This is the turn we get the edging going. And next turn we can Wishclaw for fires. We can get that going. Yeah, I like this a lot. Classic opponent reads Skybind. I know, right? Just Pioneer staple Skybind, obviously. Well, actually, we might have to go get 9 lives here. Maybe not. Just fires. And I guess we're gonna name the Ashino Pyromancer here. Hold priority end step? What do you mean? What happens on end step? This cannot exile enchantments. Could have got wide life gain flash. We cannot cast spells on their turn. That's just not how fire works. My end step. Well, I already cast my spells. I cast 2 spells this turn. So we get wish back. What I don't understand what you want me to do. Like, we already cast 2 spells this turn, so we can't get the gain life thingy. Oh, you mean instead of playing Gideon's Intervention? That's what you're talking about. So instead of playing Gideon's Intervention, you wanted me to go tutor Omen of the Sun. I understand now. I understand what you're trying to say now. I think maybe I just forgot they have Lurrus in there. Skullcrack. There's nothing this can name, right? What can this name? Seal of Fire. There's not even fetch lands that I can name. This is brutal. Is there a mono red planeswalker or a Boros planeswalker? I'm just gonna name Lurrus for value. Honestly, I just wanted this was effectively G-Tax Improv. That's what I wanted. So we can force the Skullcrack out of their hand. I think that's worth. And then we go with Omen. Oh, we stabilize at 5 life. 9 lives at this point is better. No, because I want them to... I want the Skullcrack out of their hand, because the Skullcrack messes with my 9 lives, right? Skullcrack prevents damage protection, and that's exactly what 9 lives does. So Skullcrack can actually be used in a turn where, you know, they just play multiple spells and then Skullcrack me and kill me through 9 lives. Nine lives, less balance, Gideon thing with Yorion named Skullcrack. No, we're not playing Solemnity, but we're playing 9 lives and then we donate it to our opponents. It's kind of cute. Well, that's literally what I was gonna tutor for, so that saves me. I was gonna Teferi and like bounce this, you know. Another Skullcrack? Really? Okay, so now we're gonna have to go for 9 lives, I think. Now we do have to go for 9 lives. Does this prevent all damage, or what is this? Gideon's Intervention. You can't cast spells on you prevail damage that will be dealt to you or and permanents you control. Okay, so sweet. Cast Yorion, bounce yours fires, and cast more spells. Nah. I'm over it at that point. Okay, any changes that we want to do for game 3? Game 3 is going to be impossible. Yeah, I guess I'm going to do this. Let's give myself another Wrath in the main deck in this game, because like the Fae is not going to find me a Wrath. Do I bring in Lavinia and Priest just as a 2-2? Nothing else? Pick the deck with the sickest lines and I don't care at all? I care, kind of. Cared a little bit. I wouldn't say that I don't care at all. Also, one thing to point out is my opponent moved to 4 in that game. Does Priest stop light up the stage? No, Priest stops being cast and light up the stage. You actually cast them off light up the stage, so... Okay, so turn 2 removal, lifelink land, Wrath. I think I might keep this. One indeed keep 7, however, which is scary AF. Oh, that's right. We also have a Morrigan. We have so many bad cards in this deck. The amount of bad cards in this deck is kind of mind-boggling. Well, that's a really rough shook. This is rough. This card is so bad. Play Wishclaw, play land tapped, I guess. Take a bazillion damage this turn. We're probably not even gonna make it to Demonic Pact turn. Ego Waste Skullcrack. I don't think that we can really do that. Like even They drew a card even. Like, we just time walk ourselves. I'd rather use this turn to make my mana a little bit less painful and wear tear. Gross. Alright, that's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. Alright. Alright. Turning the corner, baby. They're gonna have to kill this Teferi somehow. Okay, they go face here. So this has to be light up the stage. Oh no, that's a lot better. Okay, so they kill Tef here. But now we get to Oath. Kill that. Because we're definitely getting into planes with this. We are at 14. Just gonna upkeep here. Well, I think my opponent's holding up Skullcrack. That's the problem, I think. Am I gonna have to name Skullcrack here? What are the chances my opponent can set up lethal next turn? That is the question. Does this just say I'm one turn too slow, right? Like there's no way that I mean, I can Yorion plus Ego, but that's just bad. That's just so bad. At that point, is it better for me to just like take this turn off to Demonic Pact? Or should I just Wrath? I think I'm just gonna Wrath here. They still have 3 cards in hand, and I suspect that one of them is a Skullcrack, so like playing a naked Demonic Pact doesn't strike me as the best line of play for us. Okay, so they finally have the Lurrus. We're probably gonna Eagle the Lurrus, actually. Mountain here? Yeah, Mountain. I think I'm gonna Eagle the Lurrus. Alternatively, I could... Huh, we can just name Skullcrack here. And this means that now I get to play Mana Confluence. Yeah. They have Skewer. Yeah, they don't have anything else that can actually prevent me from gaining life. And here they can Lurrus. And now they can, I guess, do something else. The Ashina Pyromancer. Okay, so now we're going to kill the Lurrus. Game 4. Okay, so I don't know anything else about their hand. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can put Urine in hand. Pretty brutal that both of our lands are ETB tapped. And we can hold up Shambling Bend to block. They have 3 Lightning Strikes. That's the only thing that kills Shambling Bend. I guess they also have Wizard's Lightning. So let's go for that, actually. So let's Yorion. And we pass here. If they attack, I'm just going to attempt to block with Shambling Bend. Because if they Lightning Strike the Shambling Bend, that means that they're not Lightning Striking my face, right? Easy. They kept 7 this time. Got there. Alright, can we get a 3 and 2, baby? Give me that 3 and 2. Good money. Good money has he paid for this 3 and 2 right here. So let's go get it. Let's go get it. Well, this is not a way to go get it. Better. Better. Okay. Well, we're definitely keeping this. Probably bottom the Chain to the Rocks. So we have no information about my opponent. What do we think they are on? What do we think they're on? Control? And we bottom Chain to the Rocks? Or aggro? And we bottom Wishclaw Talisman? I think my opponent's playing control. Just had this Soul Read. One more win and I will have to admit that it's a tier deck and I can pay non-meme prices. Oh man. Well, I regret everything. My opponent's playing Crash Through deck, so. Oh yeah, and Mordigo. Perfect. The perfect card for the matchup. Why do you miss many others say the push-ups? Okay, after this league, I'm gonna give you 20 stabs, okay? Just because you deserve it. You've earned it. To be fair, you folks should remind me about my lack of push-ups, okay? It's not my fault if I am not being reminded. So just want to throw that out there. Yeah, I owe a lot of push-ups. The money pet. So both of these are good, I think, right? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. That's whatever. Okay, so I think we're gonna be using this turn to ego. What are we gonna ego from my opponent's deck? Do they use Sprite Dragon? I don't know. Treasure Cruise? What is the card that I'm the most scared of? Alternatively, I could just Wishclaw here and get a sweeper. They use a dragon? Okay. I actually don't mind that. So Sprite Dragon. My opponent says, whoa. Don't worry about it. This card sucks. Sprite Dragon. Damn, son. The Soul Read? I mean, don't worry about it. Like, they're gonna draw 2 now, so it doesn't matter. So. Fair, I drew it in the aggro matches and did on their combo. So yeah, I know. I'm just misplaying the Unmortigos, you know. We do get to take a peek though. My opponent has Expedite in their deck. That's kind of sick. 3 Expedite, 3 Cash Through, 2 Borrowers, 4 Swifty, Opt, Ramming Up Ruins, Wild Slash, 2 Young PC, 3 Cruises, 4 Stormwing Entities. When a Morty goes there in an aggro matchup, that's the kind of stuff. It probably does, honestly. Black Lives Matter, thank you so much for the follow. And yes, Black Lives do matter. Wait, what? That's very weird. So we're just gonna fire his Demonic Pact here. Get a mountain. I have no idea why they wouldn't cast a Stormwing there. It seemed like the perfect turn to do it. What do I know though? Yeah, I'm not too worried. At 18 life, I think that we might be just okay. They did draw a bunch of cards though, so they might have like opts and stuff like that. We go back to the list. So they could have like opts and like bracing borrowers and stuff. Yeah, there's the opt. And they left a card on top. Bad news. What could they wish for that we care about? More threats, really. That's kind of it. They are overextending into a sweeper, though. So that's good for us. Make them discard and sweep the board. Yeah, well, they have Crash Through, so they're going to get some value there. They still have 6 cards in hand. It's a lot of cards in hand to have. Wild Slash. Well, we're definitely sweeping here, right? Like, that is not really a question. We're definitely sweeping here. Now, the question is... I'm at 8. Yeah, I think I'm going to make them discard. I could also draw 2. I think I'm going to draw 2, actually. Yeah, so we just go with a sweeper here. Just get Wrath. Where are you? Supreme Verdict, Supreme Verdict, Supreme Verdict, Supreme Verdict. Scry or Yorion? I could also just cycle. I'm not sure just buying Yorion here is correct. I think actually it is not, so I'm just going to chill here. Yeah, Yorion will trigger the Omen, but we can cycle the Triumph, right? We are currently 2-2. This gives me more information because, like, I know the Yorion's here and I can just cast it next turn regardless. So, Soul Scar. Yeah, I know that what the play pattern with Yorion is. Should be good with that one. So we're gonna be killing this Stormwing entity here, I think. Is my opponent gonna use Wishclaw? Titanfall cards that came in the mail? Hell yeah, Reb. Oh yeah. You're gonna have a good time, I can guarantee that. You're gonna have a good time. If you don't have a good time, send your complaints at fpublish mtg. No, don't. But still. You know what they say, a ref a day keeps the aggro away. That's true. It's true. Should we make the discard here? Because we can just do a repeat of the previous turn. I think I like that actually. Make them discard 2. And now we just Wishclaw into another Wrath. Sure. Cast with Fires. Now I am, of course, going to buy the Yorion. No, if I Omen, then I cannot do this. Yeah, no, we can't Omen there. Okay, so putting down the 1 card. 2 counted the draw step. We're sitting at 8. This is the turn that we're going to play Yorion. They have literally no counter magic in the main deck whatsoever. So there's nothing that we need to play around. Sure. So they're giving me the Wishclaw back. Just nice of them. Okay. Close, opponent close. We can offering win, or bear with me here. We can go search for Skybind, Yorion, Skybind. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Nah, I'm gonna kill him though. I'm gonna kill him because, like, with the 4 damage that we are gonna do to this and deal to this and upkeep, we're gonna be fine. Don't show off this Skybind tech. Oh wow, opponent's just like, yeah, here, have your talismans. I didn't even want them. I don't even want them. How your silly talismans. For damage. Boom. Dead. Let's go. My opponent says, wow, lame. That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Alright, so my opponent's playing an aggro deck again. How do we feel about the good old disputes over here? No, my opponent's not tilting off or anything. They're just like impressed by the magnificence. The magnificence of my ways, you know? Yeah, I think I like Dispute in this matchup. I mean, better than Mordigo, right? Or Spyglass. We have a lot of really bad cards in the matchup, so... Like, is this card even good here? Well, I guess that we can copy, like, our Oath of Gaia. Legendary enchantment? What do you mean? Ugh. There, one of them is yeah, I know. But like we just continue getting paired against aggro, right? It's just me being unlucky. Just being unlucky like an idiot. Mirror copies the shit out of Skybind. Why do you want that though? Like you probably just want the one Skybind and never more than one. You just ran out of things to bounce, right? So I think I keep this. It's a little bit on the slow side, but we can go turn 2 Wishclaw, turn 3 Tef. Our mana's gonna be shaky. It hits lands. Yes, but you just give them back on their end step. Oh wow, that is kind of ridiculous, honestly, right? Like we literally have only one remaining target for this. That's kind of absurd. What is the opposite of a luck sack? Till a point I'm ready for Blood Moon? Yeah. That Blood Moon that you're gonna play against me upon is not gonna work. So I'm gonna get you. I'm onto you. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do this here. Because this allows me to... I guess that I could demon it back anyway. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have played the Wishclaw. Whoops. So I'm probably going to Teferi minus on the Sprite Dragon. Stupid thing keeps all its counters. It's so busted. Fevered Visions. Holy shit. Now that's a sideboard tech. Four more cards. Jeez. First stream that I have sound all day, hoping it keeps us keeps up as I'm harmless offering folks. That's what we all want, actually. Can I just say no to Fairy? Don't give me a card. I don't want to draw a card here. Cause like this sucks. Like if I bounce it, I don't draw a card. This is such a good tech against control decks. Holy crap. It's such a good tech against control. But I wish I played my style. Yeah, I don't think it would make a difference really. Is there anything in the board that saves me? Not really, right? So we just let this go. It's the worst card in my hand. I guess a land is the worst card in my hand. Sure. Wow, got super hard by this card. Jeez. That's kind of awesome. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna be able to win this. We can fires and desphere this, but then we just die to the creatures. I guess we can have a wrath. If we draw exactly a wrath, we can be fine. Wish for intervention. Yeah, that's gonna take my full turn, right? You do realize that. And I'm just dying to I'm just dying to my opponent's creatures, right? We always have 9 lives. Yeah, if we don't die before that, right? Which seems honestly tough. This also draws my opponent an extra card every single turn, so they're never gonna run out of gas. So I think this starts with us drawing a Wrath. Like we have to draw a Wrath right here off the top. Wrath. Shark Typhoon is not a Wrath. For one, the Modern Pruling, I'm Melissa busted. Nice, Jacob, that's sick. Wanna leave your closet, go to your wife that you die like a chump. Treat you like a man. Wow. Putting me on the spot, huh? We can Wrath next turn. I think I'm gonna do the same thing that I just did. And this saves me more damage because I'm forcing my opponent to use their mana in such a way, etc. I'm pretty sure that we're going to die. Detention Sphere. Okay, Wrath into Detention Sphere could do something here. Okay, so we're probably just dead. Like any 1-mana spell just kills me. Literally any 1-mana spell just kills me, so we're probably just dead. I was component nicely not to kill me. I don't think they're gonna do that. That's a sick deck, I love that. I remember when there wasn't there like a deck built around this card actually? Maybe it's standard, I don't remember properly, but Maybe in Standard there was a deck based around that card, which was hilarious. No, right? Let's go. This is what we got. To be fair, we knew that we were going to be losing that game when we drew Fabled Passage and every single basics, right? Thermal Alchemist Fevered Visions was my first real competitive Standard deck. Nice. Owling Man, the Hoogland special back when he was less political. Those were the times. No, it was actually a Standard deck, I'm serious. Like, it was like a legit Standard deck that people could play. I don't know how good it actually was, but like people used to play it. Just playing EDH. Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to just play EDH for sure. Played in Standard, was a decent deck, yeah. I didn't play Standard. Like, the last time I played Standard, I tried really hard to make. I think I'm gonna keep this in. I tried super hard to make Timur work. But Siege Rhino was actually a card that was legal in the format, so. And so was Mantis Rider. Okay. That's a mountain. Am I supposed to cycle this? I think I might be supposed to cycle this actually. So we play this tapped. And we chain to the rocks. I guess I might be supposed to cycle this. I'm not sure just yet. That has to be the land that they just top decked. Sure. Sweet. So we're running to dispute, but we just got the dispute out of their hand. So that's pretty good for us. Yeah, we just have to draw business. If we draw business, we're gonna win this game, and if we don't draw business, we're just gonna die. But if we draw literally any kind of business, we're gonna be fine. Wraths count, obviously. Sweepers are good. Oof. It's a card. They're not gonna be able to cast it, which is good for us. Something good, right here. I have the white, double black. It's gonna get plains. That's interesting. Honestly, maybe I should have done that this turn. And on the following turn, fires plus play something impactful. Yeah, I think I was supposed to just hold up Shark. Yeah, definitely was supposed to hold up Shark Typhoon there. Definitely supposed to hold up Shark Typhoon. Opponent's overextended into a Wrath. Simian into Morphos into Spell Queller. Damn it, can't beat that. Shark, shark, shark. That's real rough, my friends. That's real rough. No, I don't think we want to card Shark Typhoon. One thing that people consistently undervalue about Shark Typhoon is the fact that, like, you just have to, like, you have to do stuff, right? It's not that you just play Shark Typhoon and that's it. Sweet, we're done, right? Oh, I guess I don't have to pay mana for my spells. That's true. Definitely looking for a Wrath here, obviously. But is this just the worst draws? Oh, we're not doing too hot over here either. Never mind, we're doing great. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, we're good, we're good. Scry before the trigger. I'm gonna be cycling anyway, right? So I guess maybe. It would have allowed us to dig a little bit deeper, I guess. But yeah, I was planning on cycling. Still what I'm gonna do. Still what I'm gonna be doing here on step. But yeah, what I was saying with the Shark Typhoon is that it's almost never correct to. It's almost never correct to cast this because it is just like you don't draw a card when you cast it. So you discard 2. Dispute looking very silly here. Yeah, so I think I'm going to not cast the Orion here. So we can cast the Orion next turn to reset the Demonic Pact. Dispute in the Fires deck, but yeah, I mean, you have to force your fires through sometimes, right? Okay, so one is going to make me deal me 2 damage, which is fine, I guess. We still have the damage, deal damage mode. Yeah, so we deal the 4 damage, then we probably draw 2, then we use Yorion, we reset everything. We're looking pretty. 3 and 2, baby! 3 and 2, hell yeah! Well, the deck is definitely real, right? Deck is definitely real. So you definitely want to make sure that you have access to your... what was the name of the white card that stops the ETB triggers? Oh, but that's only for creatures, like Hushbringer. I think that's only for creatures. Creatures enter the battlefield. I know cards with triggers. Yeah, sad face. Okay, so you probably don't want to use that, but make sure that you have your enchantment removal set up and ready to go, because Fire's harmless demonic pact is coming at you. Thank you for the cheers, Devs. Oh yeah, I can successfully rejoice in my ability to 3-2 a league with this deck. To be honest though, like let's slow down for a second and let's think about the fact that like you can play a deck like this in Pioneer right now and it's like you can still 3-2. Like this is definitely cool. Like right now the format is very good. There's nothing that has come to the top, risen to the top, sorry, and like completely dominated everything else like the combo decks were before the banning. So that makes me happy, honestly. That makes me happy for the format because, you know, it's fun. Like you can do silly stuff like this and still get a couple of wins here and there. And yeah, people are trying stuff, which is also pretty cool. Note that we did lose against both of the tier decks, right? Like we lost against the combo deck and we lost against the mono green deck. And then we beat, I guess Burn is a tier 1.5 deck, so that's pretty good. The Burn deck, and then yeah, we basically destroyed the creature decks, and then we struggled against the non-creature decks. Is this deck good enough to be non-meme prices? Stabs, you're putting me in the in a tough position right there, my friend. You're putting me in a tough spot. I don't know how to answer to that. All I can say is this deck was more fun than good, while the Storm deck was actually quite good and also a lot of fun. But yeah, this was fun. This was definitely a delight, and the fact that we managed to get a 3-2 is awesome. The mana base is a mess, but I don't know how you can actually fix that. It's probably not fixable, but like a card like Castle Ardenvale, for example, or Needle Spires, there has to be something better that we can play than Needle Spires. Please tell me there's something better that we can play in place of Needle Spires. Like this land is awful. I respect the Shamble Invent a little bit more, but the Needle Spires is so bad. We have so many ETB tapped lands. We were able to kind of make them work, but this is an insane amount of ETB tap lands. Even these might count as ETB tap lands in certain contexts, depending on how your mana base is working. So, Castle and Aspire were the first cards I looked at. I have no fucking idea what they were. Yeah, exactly. This seems like maybe they're overdoing it a little bit, but people are kind of, by definition, extremely greedy with their mana bases. And I usually try to build my decks in the opposite way, where I always prioritize being able to cast my spells on time and playing like ETB and tap lands that give me the mana that I need, or like playing more lands than what people usually play. Like I still remember when Spike was playing his Miracles deck and he was playing like 21 lands or 22 lands, and I'm like, dude, like how can you do that? That's so wild with 2 Mystic Sanctuaries and stuff, and it's just like, really? How do you not miss land drops literally every single game? And he did sometimes. Because also like Opt is not going to fix things. The amount of times that I have seen Spike keep 1 landers with Opt and then missing on the Opt and then just basically conceding the match immediately, it's more than he probably cares to admit. What I do like to admit, and what I'm proud to admit, is that this deck was fun. It was a good time. Oh man. Deck is tier 1 with a few upgrades. Oh crap. Are we gonna have to do this again, Stabs? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Okay. Just for you, we will do it at non-meme prices. We will do it at real big boy deck prices. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for checking out the stream. The deck was a lot of fun. Do I want to do it again? Maybe. Have you considered streaming that Splendid Reclamation deck? Are you talking about the one that Dom Harvey was talking about? I am going to be playing the one that Zach Allen and Harlan came up with before I do that one. Though it's really funny, like the deck that they ended up coming up with is super similar to Ren and Memes, like my early versions of Ren and Memes. This is like one of the latest versions, but like the early versions of Ren Memes actually had Reclaimer, and they had Primetime in it. Of course, the deck changed a lot since then, but yeah, Reclaimer. Been trying to break this card for a long time. Pretty happy that it actually happened. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you being here, and I will be again tomorrow, Thursday, and we're gonna be playing some. I don't know what we're gonna be playing tomorrow, but stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter, and I will be posting what I'm gonna be doing. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Always appreciate it, and yeah, take care. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.